Welcome to the Daily Dose of Dopamine. That's Robert. This is Susan. That's all I know.
There was a lot of fingers pointing a lot of ways. Susan was
Well,
right
it's I
here.
never know. Yeah.
This is Susan, I think. Or is that what's got two thumbs and talks and answers to Susan? This person. Oh wait,
Well,
I'm
wait
just
a
totally
minute.
confused. Everything.
This is really silly.
Well,
Nice
that's
to see
good.
you smiling.
Thank you. Being silly is a good feeling, and allowing ourselves to do exactly that. Yeah, I think there's a couple of reasons for that. Validation of some stuff we've been working on and playing with, and today was a great example of that in our curriculum, yes and exercise class. I think it was the deepest dive I've done into Brene Brown's work, and it just worked swimmingly.
It's so integrated. Her work fluidly fits with yours.
Good efforts.
It's really cool. It's really cool how that works. Yeah.
I love the idea of what started to evolve, and I was hoping for it in my mind. And as I saw you all start to play with it, it to me just it was spectacularly interesting. I don't pre-write my exits. By listening to you all for 60 minutes and playing with you, I tend to come up with okay, here's the thing. It's like my final kind of what is that John Stewart used to do, moment of bliss type thing at the end, right? We've all been together. Here's what I've got. And, that idea that all of us could look at the same emotion and see it, as we said, musically, like a different instrument,
Really
right?
interesting. Yes.
That your disappointment might sound like an oboe, and mine might sound like an electric guitar, and the same note played on those things, it's going to sound different, but it's the same emotion, the same. If disappointment is an E note, as we said, yours plays different, and we can play them together.
And sum is greater, whole is greater than the sum of the parts yet again.
I know we keep getting back to it.
It was a really cool analogy. It's really cool.
I like music and emotions together. You know what that reminds me of? One of my favorite movies, Soul, right? Which I did that partial breakdown, but I never quite did the full thing. Remember, I was really hot on that for a while, where I was actually transcribing the script. And I probably got about a third to a halfway through, and then just life got busy. It is something that I definitely want to go back to because of that today, and Inside Out as well.
Yeah.
Pixar does such a good job of putting emotions forward in an interesting, thoughtful, evocative way. And once again, this is something we were already doing. It gets validation, though, from how deeply Brene's gone into it with Atlas of the Heart. I mean, she's showing clips all over the place. I'm like,
Yes.
I don't have to work for this. This is like, oh, you're just saying do more of that. Great.
Yeah. Yeah. She's doing what you were already doing in terms of film clips.
Yeah.
The uh, superheroes game that we played today, when the hero needed to be an emotion, then our name needed to include regret or disappointment or discouragement or boredom, and
Oh,
it was really clever. It was a really good game. Everybody was fully invested in acting out their
yeah. And like you said, here's the thing: by playing with that emotion, you get to understand it better. You get to validate, oh, that's what I think disappointment or expectations looks like. And maybe you normally play it like a brass instrument, and today you played it like a string. You're like, I could have variations of my own emotion. I mean, yes, and right.
I don't think we do, though. I think we often are frightened of our emotions,
Right,
and
right. Well,
we suppress
if we're
them.
not even allowed to express them based on whatever we want to put there, of course we're frightened. We are. I mean, how many people are taught that it's not only okay, it's healthy to express your emotions, and to not end up just apologizing every time you have a feeling and you express it.
It's such a unusual way to do it though, in the form of play, which is what we were doing today. We were,
And there again lies our potential greatness, I think, because
yes,
if we can show people not only are emotions okay, they can be fun, right? Even the ones that are, that we don't like as much. I mean, maybe, anguish or something. That's like a really difficult emotion. She does a great job of defining that. But if we got to play it, we might be able to go, oh, now I can feel better about that, understand it, recognize what it is, and then maybe understand what the root of it is and really deal with the thing.
in collaboration with a partner, with a
Yeah,
scene
maybe. I mean,
or
here's,
two.
this is just so scratching the surface. It makes me so excited. These improv games have many of them been around for decades, if not longer, right? Superhero's been around forever. I don't know that it's ever been played like we played it today. I'm not gonna say solely I own this. It's not about that. What I'm saying is we're using the form differently.
Yeah, yeah,
Nobody owns the games. The games are out there.
yeah.
And I know they're traditionally played for performance and humor, which is wonderful. This is a different way of doing it, however, that allows so many more people to play by keeping out of the performative and
Yeah.
putting it into the proverbial safe sandbox for everyone. Now
That,
we get to
yeah.
play.
It's so much fun. I was happy to have a place to put the yaks factor when I wrote my feelings down about why what we do is different than a lot of awesome improv that's done in many other ways throughout the world, but it is that safe and kind and welcoming.
You just gave me something, which
Go
I
for
thank you for. We've been looking for ways to share this, and Apple is always one of my favorite to look at from a marketing standpoint for how they define the undefinable, the unknowable, the thing you didn't even know you wanted, as Steve Jobs says, right?
for
So great.
$1,000.
So one of my favorite tags of many was think different, right?
Mhm.
They gorgeous, simple, play different,
Oh, I love it.
right?
It's
That's
what we
ours.
do.
We got to put that up on the website super fast
Yeah.
and just put that out there. Play
Let's
different.
maybe even do it with some film clips instead of words, with some real live yaks, people doing
Let's leave them with that.
it
Play different, everybody. Play with us.
different.
Sign up at the website, www.yesandexercise.com.
.com.
Bye.